Bonjour, Janssens.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
봉주 머시밖에 몰라.
Enchanté.
Merci. Merci. Merci.
So we wonder what is green, yellow, pink, what the piece is, and why is it green and yellow and pink? Like what do they mean to you?
Okay. In fact, green, yellow, pink was made in 2017 in Berlin, and it was a long dream to make this artwork in Berlin. I'm working with artificial colored mist since quite a long time, 97, and I did the first colorette for outdoor in Berlin at the National Gallery, which was primary color, blue, red, and yellow, and the color, the space, same for green, yellow, pink. The space is filled with an artificial mist, and the boundary fuse, the color fuse together. Then we have a lot of different color between the three color which are selected. And the yellow, pink, it was made for that time because I really like this pink, green. It's some very artificial color, you know. It looks like a bit, a little bit, not scary, but fluo, green fluo, very. It looks quite a very artificial experience of the color, and yellow and the pink. Yes, I think it's also a question of a pleasure and a mood at the time, you know. It's the idea to travel and to walk through the color and to be filled by the color and to experiment it in different way. Yes, for sure. It's not looking a color, but it's by the effect of the light. I use the light also to make the light and the mist to make this experience, this ungraspable experience, which also it's very, very particular because when you are in the green, in the yellow and the pink, in fact you are in a space, and in a space where you don't feel the limits. You don't see the end of the space, and you walk, you decelerate because you don't know well. You are in the light, but you don't know well where you are. You are blind, but in the color and in the light. Then yes, green, yellow, and pink. The green because it looks quite fluo and very artificial and very bright, and the yellow and the pink because I like to play with the color, and I thought it was just a good combination at the time.
멋있습니다. 근데 이제 색뿐만이 아니라 이제 빛은 어떻게 보면 저희 주변에 항상 있고 되게 익숙한 것이라 예술로 이제 표현을 하는 게 되게 어렵고 되게 힘들 것 같은데 어디서 계기와 영감을 받고 이렇게 빛으로 예술을 하려고 했는지 궁금합니다.
In fact, I was inspired by light since I was child, and I'm looking a lot of sunset, sunrise, effect of the light on the water, and all this physical and optical aspect of the light. And I try to use this medium, this physics. I use light as a material by reflection, refraction, and you know, all the color also are inside the light. You see white light, but when it's going through a prism, you can see quite around 6 or 7 different color. You know that it's part of I start to work with the color when I start to work with artificial light. At that time, I use light beams like you have on the stage, like you use for your installation on the stage and things like this. and I try to push this kind of material to make different experimentation with the artificial color and try to create new effects. And in my work, there's many work are existing in natural light or artificial light version. Then it could be different, but it's really at that moment that I start to focus also on the light, and also this idea of the color. It's I use light to questioning also picturality, the colorality, and also the sculpture, and the aspect of the color and the picturality is something very important for me.
So, as you mentioned, in your work, in your piece, any borders and boundaries, they like disappear into the fog, or your artificial light you made. So it seems like it's like a big imagination without any limits or borders or boundaries, and we go around the world and we try to go over all the boundaries like nations, languages. So so you're an artist without the borders, we think. And so we like to, our last question is, what is a border? What is a boundary for you?
But as I start to describe for you at the beginning, I try to push this limit. For example, with the architecture, you don't have, but it's I'm looking about the name of in English. Never mind. In my artistic experience, I try to push the limit of the boundary of what it's possible to do and what is not possible. And also, I think that we are all connected. We are all connected with the energy, with the nature, with the light, with all phenomena, and between people also. And I think this is something, this questioning to try to make visible something invisible, like this connection, and no limits regarding the boundary. It's something which I try also in my work to make it perceptible, to make it graspable, maybe graspable. Even all my work is not all, but many of my work is ungraspable. I try to make it perceivable, physical. Make yes, this invisibility physical, and push this.
Thank you. We're very happy to have a chance to work with you, and we're very lucky to, because we could see your work and experience your work in Seoul, because your work would be in Seoul, right? So many
Yes.
Koreans would experience it, and also I'd like to add one more thing. You have a lot of Korean fans here. I've heard that from my friends, or I saw it online. You have a lot of Korean fans here, so see you in Seoul or France or whatever.
Yes, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. I hope to meet you, and we can make sometime some Skype to share our experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.